I get the question a lot with a Spanish background, why'd you go to law school? And I also at the same time get the question, well, you have a Spanish background and you want to go to law school, you must want to do immigration law. They think that majoring in a foreign language somehow pigeonholes you into this one aspect of whatever you're supposed to do. Learning how to interpret the law, learning how to read case law is like learning a new language. My name is Jesica Spade. I'm an associate attorney at Ferguson, Frost, Warren Young in Birmingham, Alabama. I graduated in 2009 with a bachelor's in international trade and Spanish and a minor in political science. And then I graduated again in 2011 with a master's in Hispanic studies. Even though I grew up in Georgia, I was raised an Auburn fan, so it was kind of in my blood. Bo Jackson signed my baby shoes. It's that far back. When I got ready to apply for college, I applied other places, but there was never really anywhere I seriously considered. I just knew I would go to Auburn. When I got ready to select my major, I wanted to do Spanish, but I knew I didn't want to be a teacher. I didn't want to be a translator, and so I was trying to find a major that would kind of lead me to law school or leave my options more open than just a foreign language, and so that's why I selected the double, the international trade with Spanish. I currently practice insurance defense, so I'm retained counsel by insurance companies to represent insureds and defend them in lawsuits. For me, for the reliability of my clients and their comfort, it's much easier for me to be able to communicate with them. It has broadened our ability to take more cases where we have Spanish-speaking clients. I have nothing but wonderful memories of Auburn. I joined a sorority. So I rushed and joined Panhellenic, and that was my home away from home. I was involved in SGA a little bit. I did the freshman forum and Tiger Tuesdays, and then I got involved in Miss Alabama. I did my first pageant my senior year of high school, and I won, and I was hooked. I loved it. I love to dress up. Obviously, I like to talk a lot, and that was the gist of it. Somebody approached me and said, "Have you ever tried Miss America?" And I was like, and I'm not going to. That's for pageant girls. I'm not a pageant girl. And they really encouraged me to consider the Miss America organization. It's the largest scholarship provider to women in the entire world. My very first Miss America preliminary pageant was Miss Auburn University, and I made top 10. My platform was bullying. I started Karma actually after my first year at Miss Alabama. I was working at Smith Station Elementary, and the sheriff's department would let me come out and wear my crown and do Too Good for Drugs and read to the kids. And the teacher asked me, "Our word is success. What do you think that means?" First thing that came to mind, I said, "Be nice to everybody you meet. What goes around comes around." And a little girl raised her hand. She said, "If I was as pretty as you, people wouldn't make fun of me." That just took me back. I was bullied from kindergarten through 12th grade. I came to Auburn. I joined a sorority. I created a new life for myself. So that was the day I decided to start Karma. And my simple mission up front was just to go to schools and tell kids it will be okay. Within 5 months, I had spoken to 85,000 kids in the state of Alabama just through word of mouth. I just got married. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary, and we both work here in Birmingham. Professionally, I love my job. The professional student in me is perfectly satisfied right now. I'm learning more and more every day. My definition of the Auburn family, what does it mean to me, is just, it's everything. It really is. It's a lifestyle. My name is Jesica Spade. I'm an associate attorney, and this is my Auburn story. War Eagle.